people not knowing where their water comes from is not unique to the desert. I think it's worldwide. If you've got a faucet and you turn on that faucet, pretty much the extent of the knowledge is my water comes from this faucet. But what gets the water to the faucet? This is absolutely a regional problem, but it's also a global problem. Because of the drainage infrastructure that we create that gets rid of our free local waters and oftentimes leads to the contamination of that water, we're having to import all across the globe more water from elsewhere. So here in Tucson, we get the bulk of our water that we consume in our homes from Tucson water. The bulk of that water is imported from the Colorado River, which is over 300 miles away, the canal that brings water from the Colorado to Tucson. That is the largest consumer of electricity in the entire state of Arizona. It is also the largest emitter of carbon in the entire state of Arizona. Wow, that's a crazy story. There's a much better story, much cheaper story, higher quality story right here at hand. And we put this sign right in the spot where we took this photograph. So then if you look up from the sign, you can see how things have changed since we started planting the trees in 1996. So it turns out that more rain falls on the surface area of Tucson than the entire community consumes of municipal water in a typical year. The easiest way to take advantage of this free, high-quality rainwater is just to capture it as close as possible to where it falls. Here, we've got water flowing down the street curb, and we did not have a way for the water to get from street to street-side basins. So we cut the curb, and now water enters into the basin, and then we select native trees that are not only low maintenance and the easiest to have success, but we selected food-bearing plants. This costs the city nothing, but we're dramatically reducing flooding downstream. And it costs us nothing to maintain all of this abundant vegetation because there's no irrigation inputs on our part. We never turn on city water to irrigate this. It takes a little more time up front to think about it, okay, to do it right. But you do it right and in an integrated way, and it's costs far less than the way we're typically doing it. So we're not adding more concrete and steel infrastructure at great cost. We're actually reducing it and reducing the overall cost while growing, as opposed to building, resources that grow ever still more resources, such as the food, the wildlife habitat, the shade, the beauty, the improved quality of life.